Going into episode 818, which we knew was going to be the episode that Alex directed, early on, the idea became to do a Danny-centric story. We had this sort of loose story thread that had been lingering, the mystery of who shot Danny.
For episode 18, it was very important to us to give Alex the right platform for his sort of first directing outing on the show. We wanted to do a good job for him and to make it an exciting and interesting episode.
He always wanted to direct. He had talked about directing a couple years ago. I think we both felt the time was right for him to step in and do an episode. Nobody knows the show better, I think, at this point than Al. He was so committed and so passionate about it. He had done his homework before we even started prep. He was thinking about transitions and he was thinking about themes.
The majority of my prep happened over the break that we had right before I started shooting. The thing that made it so helpful for me for the first time, really like drawing out the sets and doing all that stuff, it really made me think, like, why do I want to put the cameras where I want to put them and how am I going to tell this story? And, you know, just start that process of thinking like a director.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he wanted. He was prepared. That's about the best thing you can say about any director is them being prepared and efficient.
I didn't really know what to expect because he had never directed before, and it's always kind of weird. You work with somebody in one capacity, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have this different relationship.
I am a little sort of ADD, skitsy when I'm directing, I think. I'm a little like, I'm moving a million miles an hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
I don't know why I'm a little calmer when I'm working as an actor. I think maybe it's to do with keeping that myopic focus, because without that, if you drift, you're in trouble.
It was a perfect episode because it was pretty character-driven, especially for Beulah and I's characters.
Being an actor, I think that's the kind of material that actors naturally respond to.
Tani, he wasn't cheating on her.
Really? What else was he doing then?
He was setting up a room for a birthday weekend.
What's motivating the character.
Alrighty. Well, job well done.
All right, you folks have fun.
I think he really dug deep into every scene.
I didn't tell him about us.
Listen to me. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna take care of this. You understand? I promise you I'm gonna take care of this right now. Okay? You're gonna be okay. All right? Come on, let's go. Huh?
It was technically one of the more challenging episodes because it was also based on flashback sequences and sort of narrative structure was complicated. He did a great job actually of keeping that narrative thread together.
He doesn't deserve this.
What are you gonna do, travel all the way back to Jersey with it?
I think being a first-time director, he was very eager to learn.
And I can do a special job where you just come.
Very eager to see, you know, what worked and what didn't.
Okay. Garrett's gonna blast me.
You can't ever assume that your style of direction is going to work for everybody. You kind of have to adapt a lot. You have to listen. You have to be really open.
He's so great creatively. He has just really good ideas about the characters, and his instincts are really great.
There's certain energy that he has and this glow he has around him.
Action done.
When he's in director mode, it suits him very well. Almost, I think, better than an actor.
I'm really happy.
Yeah,
good. I'm really happy.
We got a link to left. And that was definitely in the highlight, getting directed by someone I consider my big brother. So, you know, everything he asked for and, you know, his ideas that he put out there, I took it on board and I was like, wow, this is really a thing, man.
You can't help but listen to him, even if you don't want to. I'm just kidding. I always listen to him. No, I don't.
She told me that I am more of a man than you ever were, even before you started drinking so much that you couldn't get it up anymore. How about that? Crazy stuff, huh? You believe that?
Scott is so well seasoned and really, really good at what he does and such an instinctual actor. I was nervous to give him direction at first because I knew that he would come back to me with questions. And I was prepared enough to answer those questions.
See him load the headbutt up and then whip on.
So I shouldn't have been nervous, but he's my mate too, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to disappoint him as his director, not that he cares. Peter had gone above and beyond to really iron out the kinks, and I really appreciated that, and it really helped me because I didn't have to waste time, which is at an absolute premium when you're doing this sort of TV.
He really wanted to make an impact on the season in terms of like having a standout episode. And then proving to everybody that it wasn't a vanity thing, it was really his passion for the art or the craft of directing.
Let's do one more of this one. This is good, mate.
It's so fluid, this process of directing. Acting, we don't have enough time to talk about the differences right now, but I loved it. It was so all-consuming.
You're perfect. I'm just not...
He really just did a phenomenal job. We were so pleased, and I know, you know, he's gonna be directing episodes down the road.
Cut! Beautiful.